Good morning and thank you for joining us for this episode of SBB Live. I am your host and the publisher of Seniors Blue Book, Amanda Barton. Very excited today to bring on one of our long-standing partners that's been with us from the very beginning, the Waters of Cape Coral. We have Alisa Cook here with us. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your background and what brought you into senior living.
Wonderful. So I am originally from Indiana, from the Midwest. I lived here previously down in Naples. I was actually in hospitality and hotel management for a long time. And my grandmother needed a rehab stay after a fall. So she was in the hospital and I didn't know what to do. And I had a friend that was in long-term care and she helped me out, and I ended up loving, my grandma loved that place that she was at, even though it was for a short time. And they had a position available. I ended up applying and then I started working there. So then when I came back to Cape Coral, my passion was for outreach, and that's what I've fallen into, and I love it. And I'm very blessed to be at the Waters, not only because of the great team that we have, but that my grandmother did end up moving with me.
She did. I love watching the stories.
And it's just wonderful that I get to come to work every morning and see her in the dining room having breakfast as before I go into my morning meeting. It's just wonderful.
I love it. So it's amazing. I love doing these because our backgrounds are very similar. You know, when I graduated from college, I was in hospitality as well. And my very first job in senior living was at the senior living community that my great-grandmother lived at. When I was 13, I would come visit her, and I was with that organization for a little over a decade.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool, you know, when we do this and the synergy, it lines up.
It does.
Yeah, so there's some really exciting news going on at the Waters. Right now you have assisted living and memory care, but tell us a little bit about what's coming.
Yes, so right now we are a 106 apartment assisted living and memory care off of Chiquita and Veterans here in Cape Coral, and we are very excited to say that our company has bought in the land next door, and we will be building a 150 apartment independent living community, which will be a great addition to Cape Coral, as we are one of like the 3 largest growing cities in Florida right now.
Yes, it's definitely needed here in Cape Coral as we are growing, but it's also one of the only freestanding true independent livings that's going to be around.
That will be here, yes. And that's just great because, you know, we're giving, like I said earlier, we're giving people a lifestyle, and people that are retiring. You know, I was telling the story about my dad and how he always moves into an HOA because he will not do any yard work anymore. So that's going to be the greatest thing about it, is that we're promoting people that will be independent with that safety of a supportive team. But you know, taking away all the things that we don't want to do later in life that we've earned, that we don't have to do anymore, the laundry, the cooking, the cleaning, and just getting to enjoy our day-to-day with family and friends.
Yes, and the fact that your independent living is right there on campus with assisted living and memory care, so you do have that continuum of care, is awesome too. Well, you are so amazing. The company's great. We are so excited to have the Waters as a